things out of words. Just one. How are you? I've had a brilliant week. Absolutely brilliant week. You know, the things that we've accomplished as a group, as a family, that's all I can say really. You know, we help each other out, and everything works out great when we help each other out. We sort of buy time for someone until things get sorted. Yeah, that's what it's all about. I was asked a question, a very interesting question by David. I shall go to it now. I'll see what he asks us. There's 2 ticks. I'll get it word for word. There you go. Okay. No, just 200. Give me 2 ticks. There you go. Glad to listen to you again, wise man. Are you also immortal? You are 144,000, like me. Okay? The question, are you also immortal? So obviously David thinks he's immortal. He's asking me the question. What I can do is this. I can lead you into an ancient text wrote roughly 2,000 years ago. Yeah, today I got a call. Can you just take Bowser for a little while? I says, yeah man. I said I was supposed to have him anyway. Today I had plans for him today. So they said, yeah, okay, we'll go. So off we went together. We had a great time. He got a bit boisterous though. Aye. I started playing with him. And he said it's like a bull. And he knocked us like that. And I really hurt us. I says, yeah, little. I'll not say what I said. I said, do you realise what you've just done to me? I says, I've got this here. I've got this leader here. I could whack you with this if I wanted. I says, do I ever do anything like that to you? Even if I'm playing it with you. I says, I don't do that to you. I said, what the fuck have you done that to me for? Fucking hurt us. He's got a big head and he because I was playing with him. I like a bit of fun. He starts biting my legs, I says, and it, you know, I got these jeans on, it's quite strong. But I still feel his teeth. And I told him, I says, behave yourself. Anyway, I didn't speak to him for quite some time as I was walking. He tried to look at us, tried to give me attention. Tried to walk in front of us even to get me attention. I just walked over the top of him as if he wasn't there. Aye. And I didn't give him any attention till he sorted himself out. Till he said sorry to us. So he says to us, we get up the big steps over towards the road down at the Chester Street. Was round I said, let's go around the castle. He says, round the castle again? I says, yeah. I says, you like going around the castle, don't you? He says, well, I like, when we get to where they're doing the cooking, he says, I like it there. He says, well, yeah, let's go in and smell what they're doing. I says, just a smell, mate. I says, that's all you're allowed. I says, you're not allowed to go inside there, mate. He says, all right. So anyway, he gets round and gets the place where the chefs are. Anyway, he has a sniff. I says, remember what I said to you? I says, come on now. He was a good boy. Straight out when he was away. And then we went back home. And then I had a look at the project that Joseph and Christopher's doing. Oh, wow, what a job. What a job they're doing. They did a fantastic job. Anyway, that's enough of that. How are you anyway? It was a bit rude of me to just, you know, I always like to know if people genuinely okay, you know what I mean? So, I'm asking you personally, because you've called in, right, and I'll talk to you personally. You do realise that, don't you? It's personal. I've let you into my house. And in one way, you let me into yours, just by watching. Yeah. Now listen, we're an interesting scripture here. It was wrote down a long time ago. And this is what he said. I don't know whether he was on drugs or what. But he saw some funny things, you know. Aye. I wonder if he was on a day trip. Who knows? Let's have a look at this. This is what he said. Behold, a mystery. To you, I tell. Would you like to know this mystery? All not will sleep. All not we will sleep. What does he mean? All not we will sleep. All, however, will be changed. What does this all mean? About sleeping, waking up, not all will sleep, but they will wake up. Wake up to what? Let's carry on. In an instant, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trumpet, your tarot cards, read it. It's trumpet. Yeah, you know what that means, don't you? If you've got that card. A resurrection. Blowing the horn. Woof. The trumpet will sound for, and the dead will be raised. Remember, they were asleep. The walking zombies, the walking dead. It's talking about people who were alive, who were dead during the last trumpet. The trumpet will sound. The dead will be raised. First Corinthians 15 verse, chapter 15 verse 53. It behooves for the perishable this, to put on imperishable. How can the human temple? It behooves for the perishable that wears out and dies, this to put on imperishable, and the mortal, this here, to put on immortality. perishable. Is this not perishable? When now the perishable, this shall have put on the imperishable. And the mortal, this shall have put on immortality. Then will come to pass the word, having been written, has been swallowed up. Death in victory. Where have you, O death, the victory? Where you, O death, the sting? You see, you have many Christians full of teachings from pastors, from preachers, from teachers, rapture, not fully understanding what this is all about. Let me ask you a question. Let's go right back to the first man, Adam, and his wife. What is the only reason they're not here today? They were going to be led to the tree of life. What is the only reason their bodies deteriorated, became mortal and died? What was the reason? Because they weren't made that way. They became mortal when they were meant to be immortal. What did they choose? What did they choose? They chose to eat from the tree of the knowledge of the good and the bad. They just had to taste it. And now that they've tasted it, transformation can take place. Death, where is your sting? When Yeshua was here 2,000 years ago, what did he teach? Basically, what was it all about? Eh? He didn't come to lord it over anyone, even though he was born in the line of David. So many lies being told about how Yeshua came to be born on this earth. Now I say it from a Jewish side, a Christian side, a Muslim side, or whatever side. Yeah. let's be honest. A Jew looks at the account of a so-called virgin birth, and a foolish man such as Joseph covered it up. How foolish. You see, when they translate these words into English, they miss the whole meaning. If you were to look up the scripture, it's not virgin, it is virgin, but it also means maiden or young woman. Not has to be virgin. So, Mary was betrothed to Joseph. Mary, born in the line of David, just as Joseph was. Now, two divinic lines coming together, do they need approval from a Jewish hierarchy how they should be united together as a divine couple? So Gabriel comes and says, you have the approval. You're not married, but you have the approval. The time is now. Now is the time. Do you want this child to be born blessed? Because this is the time. We can't wait. And Mary said, let it be so. So there was a union with Mary and Joseph, but it had to be all hidden because of the tradition of the marriages in those days. It had to be said that it was a virgin birth, when actually they were betrothed to be together anyway. If they had sex before marriage, before the initial, they broke a law, and the Jews would kill Mary and Joseph. So fucking stupid it was all. So, can you understand the predicament? Eh? And who was Joseph? Eh? Who was the only one with the authority to take Yeshua's body off the olive tree? Who was the only one? Because the Romans would not allow that to anyone. It had to be the head of the house. And who was it? Joseph of Arimathea. Wasn't his uncle, it was his father. It all had to be hidden. And Yeshua, as a young boy, because of all these rumours and all these things that went about, had to be covered. So Jesus, Yeshua, from the age of 12, very rarely lived in his hometown. He lived and he travelled as a merchant to Great Britain, England, Cornwall area, tin mines. They were merchants, and they were also stonemasons, and they actually built, if you want to see, I believe it's still there, great stonework that possibly even young Yeshua, Jesus, helped with his father. That's the truth. You could say he was born out of wedlock, but he wasn't. It was all divinely planned. Virgin birth. They always try and get the pagan things in, don't they? Because there's been many. So they try to contaminate this situation with the same what had gone on before. This one was born of a virgin, and that one was born of a virgin. And he died on the third day. He rose on the third day and all that. So, let's say this is the day. Let's say this is the day. The trumpet. Have you heard the trumpet? Did you suddenly come alive? Realised, wow, I went with the Matrix. Now, there is work involved in putting on immortality. I'll tell you why. The aging process, how long did it take to get you, let's say you 30, 40, 50? When what was put in us in the Garden of Eden, this Adamic death-like condition, when that's removed by the second Adam, you could say, who is spirit from above, changing the frequency of what happened in the Garden of Eden for everyone. This is getting a bit complicated. I'm trying to make it as simple as I possibly can. So, in essence, this is going to be a process. What you do to your temple will either make it grow older or improve. I don't care whether you're 100. You can improve from this moment on, right now, by doing the right thing to your temple. It's your responsibility, not mine. Judgment starts in the house, in your house, not mine. I'm dealing with my house. So, this immortality, we remove the thought patterns that bring us down, that make us feel unworthy because of what we've done in the past. The first action is a spiritual cleansing of the mind, being able to think correct, not condemn yourself. Start valuing what you are, start appreciating what you are, and your body will suddenly start transforming. You will start wanting to treat your body well. The temple, how clean is the temple? How strong is the temple? It takes time. The aging process, don't expect you to just suddenly, woof, you're immortal. The aging process in the body itself is the same clock backwards. So you will be getting younger every year, and every year, and every year. Fitter, stronger. The time clock going backwards. Yeah? Your hair colour coming back. All sorts of things will start happening until you reach the perfection of the immortal soul body. It is possible. That's what Yeshua came here to do. To be an example of how it can be done. From death's door to a transformation. It takes time. It's taken me time. But I'm on like an experiment as to how this can happen. How you can reverse the aging. It's a correction of the soul within. Yeah? And those who won't correct, you'll see them dying off the same. They'll get old, they'll get wrinkles. And they wonder why they're getting cancers, they wonder why they're getting all sorts of things. I don't have to repeat what I've just said to her. So I hope this has helped anyone who's called in today. Everlasting life. Living on a beautiful. You see, if you could just get through this and you see the transformation of the earth with the 144,000. Because they're the hub. They're the centre of it all. And then it spreads and spreads and spreads and spreads like the flower of life. And that's how we do it. Bringing New Jerusalem. New Jerusalem. Salem. The city of Salem was a city of peace. And do not look to earthly Jerusalem. I'm afraid that is doomed. They've rejected all of them, apart from an anointed remnant of Jews. The same fate is going to happen again to Jerusalem. For the wickedness. The wickedness. The Jews are appalled at what the Nazis did to the Jews. And now the nations of the world are appalled at what the Jews are doing in Gaza. Worse than the Nazis. Worse! And you think that is the right thing to do? Netanyahu? Yahoo? Who are you? Yahoo?